Welcome to a new guitar tutorial, and today we're gonna check out another AC/DC classic. We have a look at Hell's Bells. AC/DC songs tend to get blocked on YouTube, so if there wasn't any music at the beginning of this video, that might be the reason, but I hope everything will work fine and it won't be blocked. If you're interested in sheet music, you can go to my Patreon page. There you can download a full transcription of the guitar part I will show you in this tutorial, including tabs and regular notation. And if you enjoy the lesson and want to support my channel, please hit subscribe, ring the bell, leave a like and drop me a line in the comments. The riff starts with the open A string, and we bar the 7th fret of the D and the G string, and we're adding the 9th fret of the G string, and then we're picking the A string, G string, and then the D string. After that, we're removing our 4th finger and picking the 7th fret of the G string, and then the D string, the 5th fret, the 7th fret again, and the open A string again. Then we're moving our 1st finger down to the 5th fret, so we have the 5th fret of the G and the D string. And then we're picking the 5th fret of the G string, D string, and then the open A string again. After that, we're going back up to the 7th fret again, picking the G string again, D string, and the A string again. And at the end, the A string is picked twice, and then this whole section starts again. But when we're back up on the 7th fret, instead of picking the D and the A string again, we're going down to a C power chord. So we have the 3rd fret of the A string and the 5th fret of the D string. And then we're moving our 1st finger down to the 2nd fret. So this is a G over B chord. And then we're going down to the open A string again. So one more time this part. And one more time the complete riff. And this riff is played 6 times at the beginning of the song. There's only a slight change at the last repetition. On the last repetition, we're starting in the same way. But now, instead of going down to the 5th fret, we're playing a G power chord. So we have the 3rd fret of the low E string. We're muting the A string with our middle finger, and we have the open D string, the open G string, the 3rd fret of the B string, and the 3rd fret of the high E string. And this chord is played twice, and then we're playing a D power chord. So we have the open D string, the 2nd fret of the G string, and the 3rd fret of the B string. And then we have this C power chord, G over B to A movement again. So the ending. And combined with the complete riff. And then the next riff starts. And the next riff starts with the open A string that we have already played. So we have the open A string, and then the 2nd fret of the D and the G string. Then we're playing the open D and G string. And then we're going up to the 2nd fret of the D and G string again. Then we're going up to the 7th fret of the D and G string, down to the 5th fret of the same 2 strings, and then back up to the 7th fret. And then we're adding our 1st finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and the string is played twice. After that we're playing the open A string, and then we have this C power chord, G chord again, and then the A string, and then the riff starts from the beginning. So this complete riff. And one more time. And this riff is played twice before the vocal starts, and then another 4 times during the first verse part. After that there's a pre-chorus part, and the pre-chorus starts with the open D string. So we have the open D string, and then we're playing a D power chord like we did before. Then we're removing only our 1st finger, so we have the D string, the open G string, and the 3rd fret of the B string. And then we add the finger again. This movement is repeated. Then we're playing the D power chord another 2 times. Then we have the open A string, then the C power chord again, and then this open G power chord again. So one more time, this complete part. And this part is played twice. Then we're going up to the 7th fret. So we're starting with the 7th fret of the A string, but we're barring also the D and the G string. But first we're picking only the A string. Then we're adding the 9th fret of the D and the G string. And then we're removing the 9th fret again, so we have only the barred 7th fret of the A, D and the G string. And then we're putting the 9th fret on again. This is repeated. And then another 2 times this chord. And then we're going down to the D power chord, and then an A power chord, open A string on the 2nd and the 2nd fret of the D and the G string. This part is repeated. And now at the end we're playing only the G chord twice again. So one more time this part. And this leads us to the chorus part, and the comping part for the chorus is the same part that we played during the intro of the song, and it's played 1 time in the normal way, and on the repetition we're doing the ending that we played on the 6th repetition of the intro section. So here's the complete chorus part. And then we're back in the verse riff, which is played twice before the vocals start. And then we have the same verse part that we had at the first verse, another pre-chorus part and another chorus section. They're all played in the same way. And at the end of the chorus we're going to an A power chord, which is held for 2 bars. Then this power chord is played one more time, and then the guitar solo starts, and the comping part for the guitar solo is so we're starting with an A power chord, and then we're removing our first finger, so we have the open D and G string. Then we're going back to the A power chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and on 4 and we're going to a C power chord, and then we're moving this chord shape up 2 frets to a D power chord. So this complete part, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And this part is played 4 times, and then the guitar solo continues on the pre-chorus part, so we have to play again. And so on. And at the end of this part, the chorus section starts again, and the rhythm guitar part is played like we did before. There's only an added part, so we're starting in the normal way. Then with the other ending. Then another time with the other ending. And then the last repetition of this chorus section ends on a C power chord, once again moved up to D power chord. So this section one more time. And then there's another guitar solo, and the comping for the guitar solo is in the same way like the first guitar solo. This is also played 4 times, and then the whole song ends with this A to G to A riff again. So one more time, the last part of this guitar solo. This was the rhythm guitar part for Hell's Bells. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please hit subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, leave a like, drop me a line in the comments, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.